Few things demonstrate the spirit of small-town Oklahoma like the relationship between a community and its schools. And in the town of Balko, that spirit is strong. The community has a long history of support and investment in the Balko Public Schools, and the Board of Education understands the value of the school district to the community of Balko. On April 2nd, voters will have the opportunity to continue that tradition by supporting a $4,700,000 bond issue proposal for funding a new elementary classroom building designed to add value to the school district as well as the community. The board has examined the immediate needs of the students and the campus while considering future needs of the district. With input from members of the community, this bond issue is focused on improving district facilities while meeting student and teacher needs, both today and in the future.
I'm Roger Mendel, and I'm superintendent at Balko School. This will be my second year at Balko, and me and my wife love being part of this community and trying to do what's best for Balko schools. What we're trying to look is 10 years down the road. You know, if this bond issue passes, in 10 years we're going to have a new elementary school that's up to date with technology, and it's going to allow our students to have the best chance at succeeding. And then we can go into the other classrooms and renovate those, not just stick a Band-Aid on them.
This is kind of the center point for Balko. I mean, we got Balko School, and then you got the churches in Balko, and really that's it. I mean, there's more activities that goes on here at school for the community than anything else in Balko. We wanted to do whatever we could do to help the kids out. And I mean, even though we're doing this as a grade school, it's going to help out in the other part of the school too. It's going to help out junior high, it's going to help out high school, because we can fix and add extra curriculums for our high school kids to be more ready for college and the world whatever they go out into.
I started the 6th grade here when the school was new. If you don't improve things, just like your home, it deteriorates away. I know for a fact that there's the bathroom right up here, and the lunchroom hasn't had many improvements since I went to school here. The lunchroom had a little, but that's one bathroom. Still got the same facilities in it that when I went to school. That's not good.
The bond issue calls for a new pre-K to 6th grade classroom building that includes 8 classrooms. 2 of the classrooms will be constructed as FEMA safe rooms, a computer lab room, teacher workroom, and restrooms and storage.
One of the main things that we wanted to do was to get out of the basement with our 1st and 2nd grade classroom, and also to bring our elementary classes into a central location.
My name's Jamie Pinkard, and I currently teach 2nd grade at Balko Elementary School, and I'm from the area. My dad went to school here, and so I'm excited to talk about our school. My biggest interest would be getting closer to the other classes so that we can support each other better, so our kids could interact with the other teachers and feel more comfortable from their transition from year to year. And maybe just having some more upgrades in my room. I'm currently in a basement, and there's no sink. So my kids, when they need to wash their hands through the flu system, we're passing out germ stuff. They have to leave the room all the time. They're touching everything as they leave. They have to leave to fill up water bottles. We can't paint without walking up the steps and spilling paint on the carpet. And although I love my room because it's big, it is in the basement. There's a lot of upgrades that need to be done to it, but I'm just far away from other people, and there's just things that we need.
No amount of money that we spend on the 1st and 2nd grade classrooms get them out of the basement. And it gets to the point where is it cost effective to spend $1 million making another entryway into each classroom, and to change the stairways to make them more accessible.
Currently, the elementary classrooms are not located together. They are spread out across the school building, with the 3rd through 6th grade classrooms located in the west hallway, the pre-K and kindergarten classrooms located in the east hallway, and 1st and 2nd grade classrooms located in the basement. The new elementary classroom building is planned to be located north of the kitchen cafeteria, where the playground is currently. The new building will connect to the current building through a hallway located near the current second grade classroom stairs and lobby area.
The new classrooms will be north kind of the kitchen area where the playground and the tennis courts are. Why we've decided in that area is because we thought that it hooked on better there for students to move back and forth. Our students will still come in the same entrance and will progress through the hall to the elementary in that way. And we're still going to be using our centralized library, and so that allows an easier move back and forth to the library. It will involve moving the playground, and it will involve moving some of the tennis courts or destroying some of the tennis courts. And we've realized that that's going to be a little bit of a problem, but the playground was something that we were wanting to renovate and to enlarge and to do something with also. So it's just kind of moved in that it's okay with us to move that right now, and we're just going to kind of, when the building gets started, we're going to decide on an area that we want our new playground in, and we're going to start renovating on that and buying new playground equipment as soon as possible.
But what I'm really proud about is they've really done a very conservative job on this. They have taken into the account that if they build the elementary, they're going to affect more students right now. And as they're building, it won't affect us next year. We can stay in our rooms, we can continue to teach. It won't be as invasive as if they tried to update the whole school and we get moved around constantly. This would be a better idea. And then when we move out to the new building, they've got room to stretch out while they're renovating. And I just think people don't realize that once we get this big chunk, I think, done, we can use this other money to update all those things that they want, and they can put those concerns in. But we have to start somewhere, and I feel like that was a great start, and I felt like they make a good decision on that.
There will be 8 classrooms to accommodate pre-K through 6th grade, along with a computer lab room, teacher workroom, restrooms, and storage. The pre-K and kindergarten classrooms will be constructed as FEMA-approved safe rooms and be large enough to accommodate all of the students, teachers, and staff. By bringing all of the elementary classrooms together, greater teaming, collaboration, support, and sense of unity will be possible. With the addition of the new elementary classrooms, the existing classrooms will be repurposed to accommodate possible new curriculum and new functionality. Some of the ideas being looked at include art, science classroom with a laboratory, consumer sciences, commons area, remediation center, enlarging the library, interactive classroom for college classes and Spanish, and a weight room.
Really, we've got 8 classrooms that we would have to repurpose. We've got 11 or 12 things that we would like to do with those. We'd probably we would have to sit down with the board, with our staff, maybe with our building committee, and kind of prioritize what we want, how we want to move forward in the future. What this bond issue lets us do is to go ahead and build our elementary school right now and to get our kids into that new learning environment immediately, within a year. And then it allows us to spread out the rest of those renovations over a period of time where we maximize our wind farm taxes, and yet we still use our general fund and building fund in ways that are smart, feasible actions.
Why pass this bond now? The Balko School District is in a very unique position. The district is fortunate to be located in a region rich with wind and energy resources. With the addition of 2 wind farms to the tax rolls, the assessed value of the district has increased significantly, dramatically reducing the burden on taxpayers for repayment of the school bonds. The ad valorem taxes generated from the wind and energy taxes will pay upwards of 90% of the total project cost.
Our community is very, very blessed to have the 2 large wind farms. And when I go through our tax rolls, the wind farms, and then of course I add in also our oil industry. Those 2 entities will pay 90% of all of our taxes on this bond issue. So kind of the way that I've got it figured out, a $4.7 million building is actually going to cost our community about $470,000. We have chosen to go with a 6-year bond issue. We've threw a lot of different numbers around, but where we settled on the 6-year was that's going to be about a 14.5% increase on everybody's taxes, on their property taxes. If we would have went a shorter period of time, say 4 years, which was something that we thought about, then that would increase that to about 22%. And we just felt that the 6-year was kind of in the middle. It raised taxes about 14.5%, and yet it spread it over the 6-year period, where a lot of people do bond issues on 10 years, and even some do longer.
A small portion of all taxes, you only get a percentage to the building fund. The rest of it goes general. The general fund, you cannot build with. We can refurbish with it, but we can't build with it. So we're needing this bond to go through so we can build new classrooms. And that gives us the opportunity to fix the rest of the school up, add extra curriculums, which we are talking about doing.
We're only going to be like 14.5%. So, you know, I mean, that's not very much compared to what some of the other local schools and bonds are doing. So, you know, why can't we kind of take advantage of it and help our kids out? Think about our kids a little bit.
The board has given serious consideration to the impact this proposal will have on taxpayers. Every effort has been made to assure the district and the community will receive the greatest benefit from every tax dollar.
For the community, we need it to keep our school, and if we don't do something, there's a chance we could lose our school.
When I see Turpin already pass their bond, and I see Beaver passing bonds to improve their facilities, and we don't do anything, I worry that in the future, that when the state decides who is a good school and who is a functioning school, that we might be the ones bused to another town. And I think we need to look like we're taking care of ourselves.
The proposed school bond issue, totaling $4,700,000, will be repaid over 6 years through an ad valorem tax. If approved, these bonds would bring an increase of 8.30 mils to fund the project and result in a tax increase of 14.45%. How will this millage increase impact property taxes? If your total property tax was $100 last year, the proposed bonds would increase your tax by $14.45 per year, or just $1.20 per month. This total increase would be dedicated to the Balko School District. If, for example, your property tax is $500 per year, you should anticipate an annual increase of $72.27, or just $6.02 per month, to fund the new project proposed for Balko schools.
I would urge everybody to get out and vote on this bond election on April the 2nd. It's important for our community, important for our school, and it's important for our students.
It would help us out tremendously in all areas for the kids, for faculty, and then it'd help out the community in the long run too. You can see it whenever they come to the school for activities.
It's an opportunity that we can't pass up.
Pride is a tradition at Balko schools. We are proud of our students, our faculty, and our families. Support and continue that tradition in Balko.
Please come out April 2nd and vote for our teachers, our kids, and the future of our community.
Hope everybody shows up and votes, and I wish they would vote for this.
We need everybody in the community to vote.
On April 2nd, it's very important for everybody, all of our citizens, all of our parents, all of our grandparents, all of our patrons to come out and vote. To vote to support our students, support our staff, to support our community. So again, on April 2nd, just come out and vote. Thank you.
Invest in our students. Invest in our community. Vote April 2nd.